Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Welcome back to Philippine Antics. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for our new subscribers. Welcome to the family.
Welcome to the Fan Antics family, guys.
And guys, as usual, here we are with another video. Again, if you agree with us, give us a thumbs up. If you don't, give us a thumbs down. And comment below. Let us know what you think and what you've experienced.
That's it. That's it.
All right. Today, what are we talking about, Heidi?
Where I don't want to go, provincial living.
Okay, this is something that you guys should know because we've been getting a ton of emails, and guys, I realize a lot of the Philippines is provincial, and remember guys, when we say provincial, it means country, okay?
That's it.
Now here's the problem. The problem is your partner, to them, what's normal is not normal to you, okay guys?
Although it's actually cheaper, you're going to find probably about the half. So right now we pay a few hundred a month to live in the Angeles City, Dow area. But if you live out in the country and out in the province, you might pay $100 a month for a place, or if you build, better yet, you won't be paying anything else. So people buy land and everything, or lease the land. So it's cheaper. That is the main reason. Or they have a woman out in the country, or man.
Yeah, or man, yeah, of course, if you're... But again, guys, again, most of the time, the Filipino neglects to tell you this, not because they're trying to lure you in, it's because to them it's normal, but again, to you it's not, and so we're going to tell you what it is. So think of this as a checklist for you. Check to see if this applies to you and if you can deal with it. Okay, guys? Alright, so we have 10 issues, or 10 checklists for provincial living. Okay, number 1, okay? No access to stores or a Western standard market or anything at all, meaning, okay, that would include your pharmacy. Okay, guys? SM or Robinsons, basically you won't find any imports at all. All right, no imports. So forget getting your Jif peanut butter. I know it's not a lot right now to you, but once you're here, trust me, you'll be looking for that Jif. Okay. Number 2, okay, when you're in the province, what kind of hospitals do they have here? In the province.
Well, in the province, here we have actually hospitals in the Dow Mabalacat area. There's several of them. There's level 1, 2, and 3s. But if you're out in the provincial area, you're looking at a clinic, or maybe, what do they actually have? Some of them actually have, okay, I'm going to probably say this wrong and get smack about it. Like witch doctors or healers? You said
we do have healers. I guess
you're only lucky to have a healer.
Yeah, they're kind of like a mixture between an herbalist and a massage therapist. Okay, guys. No, you can use these people. They are real, and I mean, you guys have been to a chiropractor, right? They have chiropractors, okay, with medicinal herbs, basically. So that's the best way to describe it. Again, the hospitals differ starting from level 1, but most of the time, in most provinces, it's level 1. Some of them are 2. It's rare to get anything higher than a 2 in the province, okay guys?
They do not send helicopters from your insurance companies out there. They do not have ambulances, and I'm going to say probably half the area, so there's not too many people that disagree to that. No emergencies. You're probably looking at 1, 2 to 3 hours to get to a major city, and that would include a long trip in the dark, which just happens quite a bit to expats, and we hear about it. Long trips in the dark to a ferry boat that doesn't leave till 7 a.m. And in that case, people have passed away from this. Correct. So it is very serious, so it is a major consideration.
So something that's not so serious in the West is serious in the province, because you can't get to a fully operational hospital with Western standards.
And they may not accept your insurance, so you're going to have to pay cash on top of that.
Okay.
So.
And I'm glad Heidi did mention ambulances. Okay, because the next one is number 3. The main road is not paved. It's no asphalt. That's one of your checklists, because this is very common too. The main road is not paved, so that means they're going to have a hard time getting to you, okay, in case of an emergency. All right, guys? All right, number 4. Okay, language barrier is real in the province, because if they're in the province, the higher probability of them not understanding English is pretty high.
Pretty high.
And they probably don't, most of them actually don't speak Tagalog. They only speak the local dialect, which, again, Philippines has, I mean, okay, officially it has 157 languages, but it's actually higher than that, guys.
Yeah, I'll put a number up here.
So. All right, so, but here's the problem. Again, odds of them understanding English and actually speaking back to you is extremely low in provinces. Okay? Number 6. Okay, this Heidi's favorite. Okay, she showed you our bug man in the last video.
Our free pest control guy.
All right, number 6 is
plenty of extra pest control guys out there. What do you got? Spiders,
yeah,
bugs,
mosquitoes, snakes.
So you'll have extra. Yeah, you'll have extra pest control. But lots of free ones out there. You got snakes eating other things. You got snakes eating spiders. Spiders killing those snakes. You know, hey, you got all kinds of free pest control. But bugs are real. A lot of people out in the province have to use mosquito nets.
And if you haven't used a mosquito net,
real, people.
I personally used mosquito nets when I was a little child. To you, they're like, oh, it's just a net. No, it's actually kind of claustrophobic. It's very uncomfortable, and the air is stuffy.
Right.
Okay, guys, so it's not comfortable sleeping.
No, and I had a few expats this week that have made comments to us in emails and in there talk about how things are going and everything. They said, actually, the best thing you can do is if you turn on a fan, that's if you have electricity, then the fan blows them away. So you want to keep that fan on, it blows them away, but more or less you're going to have to use that mosquito net.
And most provincial houses can't be bug-proof, guys, because they don't have a ceiling, which means the air flows through the roof, literally.
Yeah.
All right. And if you don't understand what I mean, when you get here, you'll know exactly what I mean. All right.
A lot of them are incomplete, no doors.
Number 7. Okay. No internet or phone. Okay. Only because you're too far away from a tower. Again, this is the country, guys. This is the province. Okay. So you have to check this out. Okay.
We'll get a lot of flack on this. Well, you know, we get the tons of other social media people that are like, oh, but I do. No, you don't. Yeah. No, you don't. You get it part-time. Plenty of expats contact us, you know, why this, why that, and you just don't.
To you right now, again, and if you're on vacation, not having internet or phone is it's not a problem, but when you live here, it's a different story altogether.
Right, sure is.
Okay, now we're going to get serious, guys, okay? You do have to ask your partner this, okay? Please ask, because these are the serious points. This is the ones where we're gonna.
Stuff's about to get real.
Yeah, stuff's about to get real.
It's gonna
Number
get real.
8, no running water. Let that sink in.
It's real, people, and we're like, oh, I can deal with it. I'll put a water tank. I lived out in the country. No water, and sometimes you're not going to be able to get a delivery. Sometimes they do deliveries way out there of water into these tanks. Other people have to get bottles and bottles. With all the bad weather, forget about getting bottled water out there. You can go into a total drought, so forget about heavy farming. And
usually there's a hand pump, or there's a community pump. But again, if it's a community pump, you have to drag that water all the way from the community pump to the house. Again, it doesn't sound so serious right now, but when you're actually doing it in the heat,
yes,
different story altogether. So ask, please. Okay. Number 9, no electricity. Okay, guys?
Blackouts, brownouts.
If there is electricity, if you're lucky enough to have electricity,
correct.
Odds are, same thing with the water. If there's running water and if there's electricity, out in the countryside, brownouts, blackouts, and no water surge is common. Hi, Jack. This is Walking Street Jack. We got him from Walking Street.
Good Jack. He came up here on our own, people, so don't, you know, when Jack wants his affection, Jack gets his affection. He just woke up from his nap. He wants to be hugged on. I tried, he was bumping the camera. But yeah, we have other vloggers that plan on, actually we know 2 vloggers that are friends that run out of their electricity minimally, twice a week on those 2 in that area. And
well, some of them literally daily, but we were not going to mention who, even though I called it out before I even knew where they were.
So it happens, guys, so check in with that.
Just have a good communication with your future partner online, okay, guys?
What? No kiss?
All right, number 10. This may not sound serious, but it will be. Again, it's a different story when you're actually living it. Is there a toilet in the house you're moving into?
Is there a toilet in
the house? This will never pop in your head. But here in the Philippines, trust me, an outhouse is common relatively in the province. Kind of like the old days in the country, there's always an outhouse. Same thing here. Okay?
Yeah, there's no doubt that toilets can become problems. Like here, it even depends if they sell toilet paper at the Sorry store because they use, how you say, tabo?
Tabo. It's basically a
plastic cup with a stick.
Well, yeah, a plastic cup with a stick.
If you're
we
lucky.
have 2 of them because Heidi got ready.
Actually, I use it to scoop the cat litter.
We use one to scoop cat litter, and one of them is just in case the water does shut off.
Right. So they use it to shower and go to the bathroom, and they use it for like multiple things, and they use them in a lot of Asian countries. But I have seen holes in floors here. We've seen that. the outhouse is common and everything.
Yeah, outhouse is common, guys. It is very common.
There are some people that don't have it at all, and they're just using.
Even high-end YouTubers have outhouses. So just so you know, that's how common it is, guys.
Right.
Yeah. So if you're suffering from the big D, that may be an issue.
Oh, Jack living the better life.
All right, and this is not on our list, but it is very important. A lot of expats suffer this problem. Okay, and it starts with a big B. What is it? Boredom, guys.
Boredom. I was gonna say bad breath. That just
smells like fish.
Smells like fish.
All right, guys. Boredom, and the reason why, number one, again.
Hey, dentist. Okay.
It could be
dentist.
A trifecta. It could be no running water, no electricity. No electricity means no internet, no phone service. It could be a lot of things, but here's the problem. Again, in the province, guess what? There's nobody to talk to because, again, what did I tell you? Language barrier is a big thing.
We hear a lot about that.
Which means language barrier, no friends, and no phone signal. Guess what? You're stuck in there just staring at your. I mean, don't get me wrong. Your partner.
Spouse. Yeah, I was gonna say your spouse
may be
is there.
Beautiful and all, but guess what?
You can
only
good conversation.
Everybody on this earth who's been with their lovely wife. I mean, you can love your wife to death, but staring at them all day is another. Just saying. No, I can stare at my beautiful wife all day. But what I'm saying is, but yes, no, you're very beautiful.
I got it.
But what I'm saying is,
there's a lot of times
without TV, think about it. Without Netflix, I mean, me and her, trust me, we watch movies every day. But without that, oh my gosh.
You know, I mean, we have board games, you have cards,
yes, we do.
You can go for walks, and there are things. Some areas there's where you can actually go fishing and do a lot of other things. So there are people that can deal with it. We'll get a lot of flack on this too, and haters on this. That,
some of them can, some of you can't.
If you can make it to 5 years, okay, in the province or in the Philippines, anywhere, then you're actually good to stay. But over the first few years, people will get out to the province and think they actually could have made it. They come here on a short vacation for a week or two, and they think they got it made in the shade. They're a big rock star with a family and their woman, and they knock boots for hours and do whatever they actually do. And it seems like paradise. They go back, they sell everything, they come back. This happens more time than not, and then they find they can't live out there, and they end up homeless, or they end up going back
guys,
to the
remember,
US, and they can't save face.
The vacation center first 2 weeks are going to be a breeze. After that, reality.
Hit ya.
So guys, remember this checklist. This is a checklist, not exactly. Again, we're not downing provincial living. There's nothing wrong with it.
Some, probably most, but not everyone.
But most Western people cannot deal with real life.
That's not real Philippine
provincial living.
At least I'm in the semi-city here.
Again, I guided my spouse towards to somewhat a compromise. We're somewhat in the middle of a province and somewhat in the middle of a city, so that way, if we want city luxuries, we're literally right here, right there.
You know, we're not living up in Manila and everything where there are a lot more things, but we actually have everything.
Correct.
Here,
so,
thank you guys for joining us. If you have any questions, email us at philippineantics@gmail.com. We'll answer questions. Better to email us there and ask us, deeper questions. We'll answer some in the actual comments, but give us your suggestions, everything through this, and be sure to comment. We appreciate it, guys.
And guys, feel free to email us and that. But remember, when you do contact us, give your full information, because sometimes we're like, well, where is he at? Where is he going?
More details.
Yeah, I mean, because guys, the question. Remember, in the Philippines, the rules change per LGU, local government units.
Right, and that includes the driver's license we just talked about.
Correct.
Be sure to check our descriptions, guys.
Guys, check our descriptions.
Watch our description. A lot of people give us flack and they just read our actual thumbnail.
Yeah, they read the thumbnail and they don't even watch the video.
They call it clickbait, and it really isn't. They're pretty much spot on. Matter of fact, they're always spot on. They just didn't watch the video or read our description. We give descriptions,
and they don't listen. They don't watch the video, and they don't listen to what we say, which we usually say. Guess what? No, don't do it.
Right. Yeah, we're pretty much telling you guys, check your stuff out, and make sure you know what you're doing or what you're getting into.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real, guys. We're keeping it real because not everything is sunshine and rainbows.
No rainbows out there. No unicorns.
Not always that vacation ends, guys.
There's some waste sky, but not unicorns.
Yeah. So keep your heads up and your hearts open.
Legs
and
open.
no legs open. And we'll see you guys soon in the Philippines. Bye guys.